Hello, art friends. Today, we're going to be working on our Apex Animal Art activity. Now, as we saw through the videos shared and through the presentation, we are going to be focusing on combining the adaptations of different animals. Animals, as they exist and as they evolve, start to learn how to do different things and grow different abilities. We're going to take a main animal, thinking of one main animal, and adding in an adaptation to it, pieces or parts of another animal. Technically, what we're making is called a chimera. So I'm going to start with one of my favorite animals. Now, I introduced the pangolin to you, but I think for this project, we're going to do one of my other favorite animals, which is a shark. Now, drawing a shark out, I'm going to start by drawing the things that we know a shark to have. Its fin up top, its body, and its nice, wide mouth. I always like to make my sharks have smiles. Let's give it those rows of teeth. Now, we've got the basic idea of our animal, but here's the thing. We need to start adding those adaptations. These can be anything we want. We can combine two animals that we want. It does not have to really make sense. I'd love to see the amazing combinations you make. So what I was thinking of for this project today is a shark and a bird. A flying shark, if you will. So, if the shark is able to fly, I don't think I need to give it the gills. I think it'll be outside of the water. But I'll draw in these nice big wings. These huge feathers. Sharks are very large, so they're going to need to have big wings to be able to fly. And instead of that shark tail at the back, I think we're going to give it bird tail feathers. Like that. And all over the body, let's add a little decoration with some feathers. Because we don't want it to look like it's just an animal that has the parts of one thing. We want it to look like it's both. So I'm actually going to give a few little feathers up here on the top fin. Maybe a few little feathers right here. Now, part of when an animal has to adapt is it has to adapt to an environment. Let's say the shark had to learn how to fly. The shark had to be up in the air. So let's draw its environment as well. I think it's going to be flying high in the sky. Now, if I wanted, let's add a little extra. Now, if I wanted, there's other things I could have added to make it more of a bird. I could add a beak as well as its big sharp teeth. I could add talons for it to catch things, but seeing as how sharks primarily hunt with their mouths, I think that would be interesting, that it just hunts with its mouth. Or, if I really wanted, I could have maybe made a bird that has shark parts. Maybe the bird had to go underwater. So it grew fins and a tail. Now, remember, for this project, choose the one animal that you'd like to give parts of another. You don't really want to start with two animals. You want to start with the one animal and give it the parts of another. Think about how you can adapt that animal and turn it into an apex animal. Now, as I do with my drawings, I'm going to do some art magic and add in some marker. And there we have it, our bird shark, maybe a bark. I think a bark. Ooh, a bark is a really good way to, you know what? I think we're going to add an extra part to this project. We have to name the animal as well by combining two parts of the name. It's called I believe it's called a portmanteau when you combine two words together. I might be wrong on that. Again, I'm an art teacher, so sorry if that's wrong. But I'm going to call it a bark. A bird shark. A bark. Give that a little bit here. And remember, choose an animal that you want to change first. One animal to give an adaptation to. We're thinking more of a shark that grew bird wings than half and half a bird shark and feathers. Like let's say a giraffe that a giraffe that grew rhinoceros parts, so it has a super long neck, but it's got that big horn at the top. That would be really cool. I think that would be very interesting to see. But yes, we want to make sure again to choose the animal that we're going to give those adaptations to turn it into an apex animal. Now that I've got my marker on there, let's do some art magic and add in the color. And there we have it. I used the colors of the shark, primarily the mako shark, the blue colors on top and the white on bottom. But I thought it would be interesting to add in some colors for the feathers as well. And notice how I blended them together, like the blending of the parts of the animals. Remember, for this project, for your Apex animal art activity, do your best to choose an animal, give it the adaptations, the parts of another animal, and then draw in the background, the environment that it now lives in. What's the environment that it now has to live in? Why did it have to add those other animal parts? That's all part of the project, thinking of the animal and the environment that it had to change for. Hope you have a lot of fun with this, art friends, and I cannot wait to see the Apex animals that you create. Have a great day.